we walked over to address the team together, and he talked about this special place and what was a special place for him as a player and a coach, and it can be for the players that are here. There was a lot of potential for them to hang in there and go win a championship next year. So appreciate that in him. He loves this place. He is going to be an excellent coach in his next spot, and wish him the very best. With that, happy to answer questions.
Just what was it about this past week that really made you have to make this decision?
Yes, it evolved. It was over time, and when you think about the front half of the schedule and how difficult that was, and you're always looking for consistent improvement in every facet. And we got some improvement, then we'd step back, and ultimately, as we got through the Wake Forest game, it was apparent to me that we're in a place where we needed to make the decision at that time.
Just what are some of the characteristics that you're maybe looking for in the next head coach at Oregon State?
Yeah, it always starts with integrity and character. We want somebody that aligns their values with this great university and program. Recruiting is different nowadays, and so somebody that is actually showing success in recruiting in the new marketplace with NIL, with revenue share. Want somebody that has cut their teeth already in that and showing success there. West Coast presence would be important. It's not a must, but it's an important component to this. And certainly somebody that can command the enterprise, that can look at the big vision beyond the next year with me and partner with me to move this program forward, a program that should be at the top of the conference and that this university, our student athletes, and Beaver Nation deserve.
This hiring process is different than the last one that you wanted to make something real quick. Now you have a little bit of time. You called it a runway. What would you say to Beaver Nation that you're the right guy to make this next hire?
Yeah, well, look, I've hired 5 Division I head coaches in football. All have gone, the last 4 have all gone on to Power 5 jobs, and I've done this before. So we'll get this right. It is very different. So what makes it different is certainly the runway that we have in front of us, and a clear direction and a vision. And remind everybody that last time we made the hire, we didn't know where we were going. Conference-wise, we had no, we hoped and we put a plan together, but now we have a clear vision of where we're going, and it's exciting to have that opportunity.
How much easier does that make maybe a decision to find a head coach where, a couple seasons ago, didn't know what the Pac-12 conference was going to be, and now you have at least a little bit of that stability when trying to recruit a coach, saying we have this now moving forward?
Yeah, and I don't think it's a little. I think it's a lot of stability. We've got a great trajectory in front of us. Not only that, as you look back in history here at Oregon State, this will be the first time that we have been on the top of the conference in resources. And so when you think about this opening, it's the best job in the Pac-12. It is the best job in the Pac-12. Why? Facilities, resources, fan support, all combined to make this an excellent job.
Scott, the money that you got for the buyout, is that 100% outside?
Yeah, actually, the dollars that we raised were for 3 things, Kerry. One was for buyout, 2 was for additional rev share, and 3 was some more salary support as we recruit. And all of those dollars are external to the university.
Scott, how high would you be willing to go in terms of salary with a new head coach? I mean,
Trent
was obviously making significantly less than. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but Trent was obviously making significantly less than Jonathan had. Different landscape. Where do you look to compete salary-wise with the coach?
Top of the Pac-12.
Okay.
Would it be accurate to say that you're looking for someone with previous head coaching experience? You're just from your description.
That certainly would be an emphasis. Now, we're not going to box ourselves in because talent, the person, the leader is most important. And sometimes you find that in different shapes and sizes. But certainly we will be looking at sitting head coaches.
You said experience with the NIL situation is important. If somebody doesn't have that, does that mean they're a little bit behind in your consideration of that?
I think having that experience is important, or building a staff around you that has that experience.
In terms of just the recruiting deadlines, did that play any role into making this decision, knowing that you will have a little bit more time than maybe if you had waited until the end of the season to make this decision when it comes to just finding a coach and getting another recruiting class ahead of next year?
Yeah, a couple things. One is just to level set on the portal. The portal is not open until we name a new head coach, and then there's a 5-day period before that opens, and then 15 days. If we weren't in the hunt for a new coach, it'd be January 2nd. So all that said, we have plenty of time and runway to put our wheels in motion, our plan in place, and I'm really excited about that opportunity.
You guys waited until after the App State game, week 6, to make any staff changes. In retrospect, given the way this has gone, should something have been done sooner?
You know, the business of college football is really impatient. And as I think about where we're going, there's a couple things. One is that I've always empowered the head coach to make those decisions. And rarely have I had to step in to help move that forward. And in this case, I did. That ultimately speaks to wanting somebody that has the leadership capacity to make some of those decisions. I think the ultimate decision, the timing is good. You see decisions that are made 2 weeks in. Let's remember, this is a first-year head coach, second-year head coach who is halfway through the season in his second year. And so I felt like we were methodical and disciplined in evaluating the process, and ultimately felt like timing was good to do it after the Wake Forest game.
Anything else? Thank you, everyone.